man. Look, man. Just want to tell you guys, real quick, jump on here. For real quick. I know we're watching the game with us against the Cowboys against the Chargers, but would be remiss if I wouldn't come and kind of like talk to you about what I found out just a little while ago. Bland going down. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna be in and out, in, boom, and let's go.
Two times on the beat, bitch.
What's good, peeps? It's your boy Uncle Fred back in the house one more again. This actually was supposed to be actually was trying to upload a video earlier. I was trying to drive in my truck and I was trying to record a video and upload it. And basically in that video, I was actually saying how good I felt about how the season was going to be through all of the ups and downs and stuff through the off season when it didn't look like nothing was going to happen. They letting 9 players walk out the building and all that sort of stuff, and not really getting involved at all in free agency. Not that we ever do, but I felt like with 9 players leaving, you got to bring some in. They really didn't, but Eric Kendricks, and I'm like, okay. But down the third, going to the plate, we pick up Phillips, Lawson, and Joseph, and so I'm thinking like, okay, all right, and I'm thinking about with the quick, and I'm looking at, Bland and Diggs and Carson coming in and doing some stuff and maybe doing some nickel stuff and helping out Jordan Lewis. And I'm like, yeah, linebackers going to be good and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, man, I'm just ready for the season to start. Let's go. Then about like 20 minutes ago, I get the news, or 40 minutes ago, however long it was. Breaking news, DaRon Bland out 6 to 8 weeks, stress fracture in his right foot. Goodness, man. You think you got everything kind of all coming together. We got a defense that's almost impenetrable. Before anybody start talking about, we got all them old geezers. No, but they ain't going to play but 20, 25 plays a game. They ain't not going to play 50 plays. Mozzie going to play 20, 15, 20, 25 plays. Phillips going to play 15, 20, 25 plays. Joseph going to play 15, 20, 25 plays. And Odigazoo going to play about 30, 35 plays. And then probably old boy Rogers, Justin Rogers is probably going to play about 10 plays, 10 plays. So you got a nice defensive tackle rotation, right? So I'm like, yeah. And then we hear about Bland. It's his 5th metatarsal bone that he was, and it was the very last practice in Oxnard. Can't win for losing, man. Can't win for losing. But I will say this, though. Now Jerry's came on and said, well, that's one of the strongest units on our team. One of the young guys will have to step up. And I'm so tired of hearing about young guys having to step up, because young guys shouldn't always have to step up. Whatever happened to the natural progression of things, You play a year, you come to the next level the next year, and the next level you come. By that 3rd year, you're ready to take the reins. Why are we trying to make dudes take the reins right out the gate? I'm maybe because I'm an old dude. I cannot get my hat on straight to save my life. Maybe because I'm an old dude. I just had a birthday 2 days ago. 50 something, whatever. And I just always believe there's steps to success. There's steps. You can't walk in off the street, with a mop, and the next day be the CEO. There's steps. You got to go from that to I don't know, the head mop guy, to the kitchen, to waiting table, uh, over making schedules, to there's steps to that. Maybe a crew leader, to middle management. To each step has while all our young guys, well, we want them to step up. you know. And don't get me wrong, a lot of our young dudes have stepped up. DaRon Bland stepped up because he came 2 years ago. Nobody was thinking he was going to get 5 picks in the slot, playing a position he never played before. Nobody expected Marquise Bell to have to step up, and he's done it. We've had guys to step up, but if you continue to play the lottery game, at some point you're going to go for that, and it's not going to be a winning ticket, because it's not normal for the young guys to be, because most times guys take about 3 years to get in full maturity in positions. How long we've been waiting on Jalen number one? How long we've been waiting on him? How long? Not Brooks. The other one, the one we got out of South Alabama. How long we been waiting on him? Okay, that's about normal. About like, damn, we wish. No, what it is we're so used to the guys. Kind of, we've drafted so well that we get a DaRon Bland, we'll get a Jake Ferguson, we'll get a Dak Prescott, or we'll get a Micah Parsons. And them guys will jump right in. Like even on our team right now, we got about 5 rookies maybe that probably will make the team. We know Guyton and BB gonna make the team. Marshawn Nealon's gonna make the team. Leofau is gonna make the team. And it's just a wonder if whether not with Carson, he's probably gonna make the team. That's like 5 rookies. 5 rookies aren't supposed to make no 12-5 team. You supposedly maybe get like 1 or 2 guys, maybe make the team, one make the practice squad. But he said that basically young guys gonna have to step up. Now I predict that they'll probably hit the waiver wire. Now maybe a guy that maybe was on the bubble. Good thing this happened before cut day on Tuesday. Because maybe we would have cut a guy or let a guy go, and that we'll need right back. So now so we'll probably get a guy, and I know Andrew Booth. A guy we just got in the Nahshon Wright trade, Jalen Tolbert. I couldn't think of his last name. You know how my brain works. Jalen Tolbert. So yeah. So see, here's the problem though. See, some people were saying, because I was just watching Boss Cowboy, I want to see what he thought about it, and he was like, and he probably one of the most optimistic dudes out there, talking about, hey, we got really done had a good enough team to win Super Bowls last couple of years, with talent wise. It's just that, it's a lot of the other stuff that's keeping us from winning. And I would kind of agree with that. But it's the other things that's kind of got us in this predicament we're in now. Now, see, last year we lost Diggs, but see, to me, this year is worse because we don't have a Bland to hand the reins to. See, last year we had Bland that had got 5 picks the year before playing the slot. Taking over for an injured Jordan Lewis and played and got 5 picks, right? This year, who we handing the reins to? Kalen Carson, a rookie right out of Wake Forest. And don't get me wrong, I think he's phenomenal. I think he is phenomenal. I think he's number 41 now. I think he's 41. I think he's phenomenal. But understand this. Come week 1, if we don't pick up somebody else to go in that starting slot, come week 1, you talking about coming after a rookie corner. Now, you saw some stuff in preseason, but you ain't really seen the razzle-dazzle. You ain't seen the double and triple move. You ain't seen the comeback and the go, the wiggle and go and the waggle routes. You ain't seen all that stuff. Because you're seeing vanilla offenses, really, And you probably, for the most part, ain't seeing number 1 receivers. You're seeing dudes that's trying to make the team. Grade 1, he going up against Amari Cooper. And he's starting. unless we make a move. So if this was last year, it's okay. Yeah, we'll hand this off, to Bland or to whatever. And then this year you got a Diggs that's coming off of a ACL. Now he was good in this last couple of practices, man. He was talking his yang, told Jalen Brooks and all the other receivers, any of y'all catch anything on me, it's a rack. A rack meaning $1,000 if you catch anything on me. But now, towards the end of practice, I think Jalen Brooks caught one in the end zone on him and spent the ball on him. I don't know if he paid him or not, but he didn't much else get caught on Diggs. So that means he's rounded in the form. I still wouldn't be in no hurry to rush him. But now he's going to have to play. So now this means guys like Israel Mukuamu, who's kind of waffling between corner and safety. He's kind of big-ish now because he's got some experience. You might want to keep him on the roster now, okay? You might want to keep him on the roster now. He was going to be a roster casualty because you was like, okay, do we keep Israel because he's got what they call position flex because he can play corner and safety, or do you keep number 33, Julius Wood, who lays the wood? Now he don't have no position flex, but he's very good at safety, right? So now maybe you keep an Israel Mukuamu, who's not inexperienced. He don't have a whole lot of game, but he did play real well in that Tampa Bay game a couple of years ago in the playoffs. Playing pretty good against Chris Godwin. Okay, so it's things like that, that you make. But I'm gonna tell you, here's the thing: when we get ready to close the video, because I'm gonna go back and watch the game, so I can watch what we got going on. It goes back to what I was saying about a month ago, dude. Y'all should have went ahead and signed Gilmore, and I got a lot of pushback from folks, man. But he might not even go start, man. Like, dude, you always need a heady veteran, always. He's a coach on the field. You always need a dude that while they line up. Hey, man, this is such and such a formation. They're gonna run a waggle right out of this. Even though they're showing you all this eye candy, they're gonna run this. You see, you can't get to the coaches all the time. He on the field. He can tell you that stuff. You always need a guy like that on the roster. And he signed for $7 million. That's chump change in today's NFL. That's almost league minimum for a 10-year vet. Okay? You could have signed him. And right now you'd be sitting pretty. You'd be having Diggs and Gilmore, and then you could fill in Carson and nickel and dime situations, and you'd still be good. Now he's in Minnesota. Now you're looking silly for being cheap. $7 million. You could have done that for 1 year. You could have done that. Right? Even if Bland don't get hurt, he's good to help you not push Diggs to come back. He could play, 35 snaps in the first couple of games, and build himself back up. And it's always good to have a vet presence on the team instead of having to make a young guy step up and step into frontiers he don't know nothing about yet. Because like I said, I like natural progression. I don't like, the 14-year-old having to be the man of the house now. He got to make man decisions now. What? I don't like that. I like progression. Progression. You learn stuff at this level, you graduate to this level. You learn things at that level, you graduate to that level. You learn things at that level, you graduate to that level. And then you put all those experiences together, and then that makes all the stuff work out how it's supposed to work out. We want to get a dude right off the street, right off the college campus, insert him into the starting lineup, and he gonna have to step up. And I don't want to be a 14-year-old boy having to be the man of the house. I don't want to have to do that. I don't want to have to make him be that, because his experiences at 14 to 16 to 18, he gonna miss out on. He gonna miss out on being a kid, right? But it's what it is. I was saying it even then. Keep Gilmore on the team, because you never know. You never know. You know why? You know why I said do that? And I should have put my thumbnail up there, but I didn't. But it's right here. Remember, like when you rent a car and you think you're doing good, and it's like $75 or whatever, and yeah, we're gonna get. And then they say, okay, for like $6, you can get the rental insurance, for if anything happened. Nah, I'll be good. And then you have a fender bender, and it's probably like $500. That $5 sure would have saved you a whole lot of headache. You know what I'm saying? Y'all understand what I'm saying? Or $10 or $12 or whatever it was. Yeah, sure would have had that. That would have gave you that peace of mind. That $7 million that Minnesota gave a sign for the Cowboys, a little less than that, because he liked being there. And them dudes looked up to him. McQuamo and Bland, they all talk about the stuff that they learned from Gilmore. He liked being in that room. What did they say at the Super Bowl? Man, I'd love to come back, man. Stuff you really ain't supposed to say, because you really want to keep your options open, because if a team know you really want to play for them, they'll lowball you. And we can lowball with the best of them. So he really wanted to come back, and he's like, well, shoot, I better take this offer while I can get it. But I bet you right now, if he hadn't signed that thing and the Cowboys called him, he'd come back right now and say, hey, I'll come back for 6, even though they was giving me 7. And we'd be fine. But they didn't want to do it. They went the cheap route. We all in on these young dudes. Well, we're going to see. Kalen Carson, you finna be the man in the house. Even though you can't even drive yet. You finna be the man in the house unless we do something different. So, but these are just my thoughts on the whole thing. But dang, just when you think you got it all together, man, here you go, man. But such is life, and just like Law Nation always said, Mama always said, there'll be days like this. So anyway, that's all I got, man. Let's go back and watch some of this Chargers Cowboys preseason game and see how that's gonna go. Once again, like, comment, subscribe, become a part of the Uncle Fred Sports Experience. I guarantee you will not be disappointed. Catch you guys on the next video.